also want to talk a little bit more about specifically hydrogen. So in November 2023, in fact, the two prime ministers launched a hydrogen task force between the two countries. That included leading experts on both sides, but also Indian industry and Australian industry. Now that task force is soon to release its recommendations, but I have had a sort of sneak peek of that, and a number of things that I want to highlight from that before, in my session here today. The first is on the technology side of things, but not just in the electrolyzer space. Australia is has leading capability in materials related to electrolyzers, but also in the materials like carbon fiber that are used to store hydrogen. So we are establishing working groups that will help drive some of that collaboration between the two countries. The second is in industrial uses of hydrogen, and the first that was identified by the task force will be identified is around methanol. So here in a place like Kochi, where you can see the beautiful harbour and ships moving all over the world, we see a great opportunity for Australia and India to collaborate on green chemicals, including methanol, and also in the green steel area. So Australia and India are already partners on steel. We export more than half of India's metallurgical coal use for its steel, that drives its current steel sector. But Australia also has iron ore resources, including magnetite resources that are well suited to green steel. Now, at the present time, of course, green steel is still some way off being commercially viable with traditional steel. But in Australia, we have a lot of land, we have the capacity and major projects on hydrogen emerging, which we see as an opportunity to create green hydrogen in Australia, to use that to create hot briquetted iron in Australia and export that to India's steel majors to create a genuine line of green steel.